Fellas, you know what I've realized? Nothing pisses off people that live in fantasy more than somebody speaking truth to power. Now, if you've watched any of my videos, you know I talk to brothers and what they need to be doing as well, just as I talk to women about what they need to be doing within the black community. And what I find interesting is when I do videos that say, quote unquote, black men that should not be dating or chasing women, and I give a description of what kind of man I'm talking about and what they need to do. Oh man, the sisters come with applause. You tell them, brother. Oh, you speaking true. But whenever I'm critical about what sisters are doing wrong, oh my gosh, yo, you dusty, you broke, you don't love your mama, you don't respect the black woman, just leave us alone, don't look at us, don't talk to us. Come on now. There's some woman out there right now reading or looking at one of my messages of my videos, walking her dog, wearing bonnet and pajamas, and she's ready to cuss me out. And you know what? I'm fine with that because my message is about speaking truth to power. And in the black community, nobody, man or woman, should feel above reproach. But for some reason, the sisters in their mind live in this fantasy world where anytime you say something critical of them, you are just dog shit. And you know what? You need to hear the truth. And I do this mainly for young brothers who are coming up now so they don't make the mistake of shooting up the club and being over-sexualized and sleeping with the wrong woman, not being on their purpose. And I do this for young women out there who actually value relationships, who actually want to find a good man and have a nuclear family. But the ones of y'all that fit the profile, the ones who got 3 babies by 4 different men, the ones out here who are broke, that are sick, that are angry, that are sitting there with a cracked cell phone case and flat tires and just aggy about everything, those are the ones that get mad at me. And you know what? Hit dogs holler. People usually get upset when it's talking about them. And I have no problem with that. So the trolls that want to make stitches about my videos on TikTok, that want to come in and say whatever but never show your face or your name, that's cool, because that's a coward. And brother, I'm all about speaking the facts. When I talk to the people, man, I'm not sitting here pulling this stuff out my ass. When I say the black woman has a 25% marriage rate, that's not something I made up. That you guys are the highest educated, but yet have the most debt and are the highest consumer. That's not something I've made up. And black men have challenges as well. Women, we know as men that they are irresponsible men. But at the end of the day, there needs to be a come to Jesus moment where you take accountability as a group. And in order for us as black men and women to get to the next level, we got to start getting on the same page. And shit, let alone we not on the same page. We're not even in the same book. We're not on the same planet. And you notice that when I see the responses. 90% of the men are like, man, brother, you spitting truth. While 75% of the women are like, you don't love your mama. You insecure. You toxic. And it speaks volumes to the fact that our women are shameless as a whole. And you know what shame is? Shameless means you have an absence of any real, you're just prideful. They go right hand in hand. A person with no shame has all the pride in the world. And pride always goeth before the fall. So I'm trying to say things that are going to help our people recognize that, yo, we need to make some serious changes. Sisters, you talking about these black men out here. You do understand that 70% of young black males are being raised in single parent households by women. So if your son is sitting at the salon with you all day, rather than being out playing sports, learning how to fish, learning how to apply skills, then yo, these are the men that you're going to have as an adult. When I go to a restaurant and the food is bad, I don't blame the waiter. I don't blame the groceries. I blame the chef. And that's the thing, is y'all have been in control, and we have been living in a matriarchal society as far as the black community in America. And this is what we have to show for it. You talk about the men, this is your product. So we need to start taking accountability, y'all. Black men been having to take accountability. Anytime we do anything, I tell young brothers, every decision you make is going to be a reflection on you and other black men. And more importantly, you will be held to account. You look at one side, the woman has the power to unilaterally decide who lives and who dies. I don't think there's much power greater than that. Men, all you got is a condom. And if you don't use that and she gets pregnant, she has the right to decide whether the life is coming here or not. And when women make that unilateral decision and have babies by irresponsible men, then it is a blanket observation of all men. We're tired of that. Men are checking out, and the ones like myself you need to respect, and thank God I'm still talking to you and about you. Because the fact of the matter is, and even women know this, when you're in a relationship and the man or the woman is yelling at you, fussing at you, or being good to you, if they're giving you any kind of energy, that means they are in it. It's when the person goes mute. It's when they go silent, dark, black 30. They're done talking. That's when you know the relationship is over. So for all the black women that call me names and do this elementary stuff, I got no problem with it. Because you know what? I feel I am in the position to be able to critique y'all. I've married a black woman. I have black daughters. I have black children. I'm with a black woman to this day. So you can't call me one of these brothers that's over there with somebody else talking bad about y'all. I'm in it with y'all. But the question is, are you invested in us the way we're invested in you? Because in my opinion, I don't think that's the case. I think actually that black women in general cape up more for gay black men than they do for straight black men. And there's nothing against gay black men at all. I'm just using it as an example. And the fact of the matter is, whether you are of gay persuasion, lesbian, whatever your sexual orientation, it really doesn't matter to me. But I will say this. Without man and woman, there are no children. There is no creation without men and women being together. Even a person that's gay or lesbian, you needed a straight man and woman to come together to create somebody for you to be gay or lesbian with. Don't ever forget that. And the problem is, these men are checking out. Men are leaving the country. Leaving the country altogether to find women that want to be feminine. And they're tired of the nonsense. They're tired of hearing irrational things like, oh, when a man is masculine and he's taking care of everything and he's doing everything and he's treating me the way I want to be treated and doing X, Y, Z, then I'll be feminine. That is the silliest notion on earth. Because you know what? A man's going to be a man no matter what. Whether you decide to be a woman or you decide to go somewhere else, he is going to be a man and do man stuff. Be a leader, secure, provide, make provisions. And for the women out there that are getting wrong men, then you're making bad choices. And it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So you can make a bad choice and still clean up your life. But let me tell you, the worst thing is, that's worse than somebody being blind, is the person that has vision and can't see what's right in front of them. So I'm asking y'all, when are you going to start accepting truth? When are you going to stop putting your feelings over the facts? When are you going to actually start listening to the black men that are speaking to you and trying to fall in and get right with us? Because it takes two to make it work. And every other group in this country that is living their dream, the man and woman know their roles. Y'all think that money and degrees is it. And let me tell you something else, sis. You can get all of the money, all the degrees, all the personal accolades you want, but it will never, ever be as special and as significant to you as being a wife and being a mother, because your job ain't never going to love you back. They'll replace you within a week. So this is what I'm saying is, when I speak truth to power, I want y'all to start thinking of it from that viewpoint. I'm not here to bash black women. And when I speak about men, y'all applaud. Y'all say, hey, go ahead, brother. When I say anything about you, you guys are above reproach. You're not accountable. You can't deal with criticism. And that's something that each individual one of you needs to work on. Because what you say to me is not going to bother me. What you eat does not make me shit. And I'm here to support black people, our community, and the uplift of our families. to get back to the traditional sense of things. Whoever's with me, y'all understand. Those who are not, good luck.